Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Mavens. I'm Carsen Green.
And I'm Annie Janes. You're listening to our Movie Mavens Diary.
Annie, what have you been watching?
Okay, I feel like last week I didn't have much, and this week I have a bunch.
Heck yeah.
So I was doing a lot of, again, catch up for our list. By the time this episode is out, that episode will be out. And one of the films I watched was Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
Oh my god, Annie. This is like literally one of my favorite movies of the year. I cannot wait to hear what you thought.
I adored this movie. I thought it was so cute. And
yes.
It's so rare to find a movie that portrays this like very specific, very monumental, yet very brief moment in like a girl's life.
Yeah.
And it takes place like when a girl is in, I think, the 6th grade or 7th grade. So there's a lot of like coming of age in a literal sense, like hitting puberty and like your body's changing, things like that.
Yeah.
Getting your period, that was a big one. So I loved all of that. They're like chanting for big boobs. That was a fun one. I forget what the chant was exactly. But they were like doing like a ritual chant as a group of girls, hoping that their boobs would get big.
I love that.
Yeah. I love that this felt like an adult movie, but it was about kids and featuring kids, but it like treated like the subject matter was just treated very maturely.
Yeah.
When I started watching it, the main character, Margaret, has to move from New York City at this age, and it's like devastating to her. And fun fact about me, I had to move at a devastating age from like one environment to an opposite environment. Like New York City to rural Pennsylvania is where she's moving. And it was horrible. It was the worst time of my life. I think I'm still traumatized by it. In fact, I am. So at first I was like, oh, hell yeah, this will cut deep, you know? And then her parents are like the nicest parents I've ever seen in my entire life. And she like very quickly gets over the move. So I was like, okay, pivot. That's not what this movie's about to be for me. It's not going to be this. Not only are her parents the nicest, but I was like thinking about how this movie takes place in the 70s and thinking about how my mom was like around this age at this year and thinking about what most parents, including my mother's parents, were probably like. And they were nothing like Rachel McAdams. I'll tell you one thing. She had the nicest parents. I've never witnessed such loving parents. My goodness. Goals.
Yeah.
Parental goals. And Benny Safdie.
Is that the dad?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Safdie had a huge year. And he broke up with his brother? Wow.
Did that happen? Did they like break up so he could act or something?
I thought yes. And I think also the other one wants to still make movies.
Is that official that they like broke up?
Yeah. I mean, last I heard, they're broken up.
Wow. He did have an amazing year. Yeah, I thought this movie was really good. I loved like its exploration of religion from that point of view. And it was just really nice.
Yeah.
Nice core.
Aww. It is nice core. Dude, I've been so obsessed with the exploration of girlhood in media like over the past year. I feel like I've just like read and consumed so much about that particular period in a girl's life. And you're so right. Oh my God, they are the most loving parents. Like by and large, in comparison to the other things that I've like read and consumed, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
She had it made in the shade.
Yeah, she truly did. Shout out.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing that I watched is True Detective season 4, the first 2 episodes are out. Jodie Foster season.
Oh my God.
And it takes place in Alaska in like their eternal winter period. And it's very much The Thing. If you've seen that, like there's a research facility in Alaska.
Wait a second.
Okay.
We watched that.
We watched The Thing. So of course you've seen it. We have a goddamn episode about it.
Go on.
Okay. There's a research facility in Alaska and something weird happens. Borderline supernatural. And Jodie Foster is trying to figure it out despite being in like a really, really small town, like police group. And 2 episodes in, True Detective had an amazing start. One of the best first seasons. The first season is one of the best shows ever. And the following was really bad. And then the third was okay. The Mahershala Ali season. I watched that whole thing. It was okay. This feels like really good. It feels amazing. And people, they released every episode too early to reviewers. I think it's a bold and confident move when you give them all the episodes and not just like 3.
Yeah.
And the word on the street is that this show is good the whole way through. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I've been watching it like the night of it release. I'm trying to keep up with it. I really highly recommend.
Okay, thank you for this recommendation. I just realized that I haven't taken your recommendation to watch the latest season of Fargo. I think I want to start there. What do you think, Fargo or True Detective?
Well, Fargo is another thing I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
And now while we're here, I will just cover it real quick. I finished the season. It's all the way out now. And I think that it ended great. It was a good season. I don't think it's as good as the season 1 and 2. But it's better than the rest have been, and I do recommend it. I think you should watch it. Now, as to where what you start with, I think it depends if you want to be like in the zeitgeist, which doesn't exist anymore. Twitter's dead of True Detective. Then come on in. I feel like you could catch up though, especially because all of Fargo's out. You could burn through that if you're into it. If not, then just pivot. Go True Detective.
Yeah. Okay, well, you've given me a lot to think about, and I don't have any plans this weekend, so for all we know, I could watch both.
TV is about to be watched.
Yeah, because there's no movies out right now that are worth watching, but I did watch one that was worth watching, and that was extremely devastating. I watched Zone of Interest. Jonathan Glazer's new movie. That's his name, right? Jonathan?
Yeah. Okay. Which we have a Jonathan Glazer Under the Skin episode.
Yes, Under the Skin and Jennifer's Body. That was such a good double feature.
I think about Under the Skin all the time. I don't know if I really liked it, but I think about it all the time. It's a mind worm.
Yes, it really is. And so is Zone of Interest. Okay, let me set the scene for you because I didn't really know what it was about. It follows this family who the dad is like a huge general or like a colonel or I don't know like what military names are. But he's like a big deal at Auschwitz, and his family, which is his wife and then a handful of kids, maybe like 3 or 4. It's unclear, like, because there's always just so many people on screen, but they have a house that is literally right outside of Auschwitz. I'm talking like you could reach out and touch the wall of Auschwitz from their yard.
This is boy in the striped pajamas level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Actively. And the movie is so casually devastating in that we don't actually see Auschwitz. We don't see anything like, I mean, there's a couple of scenes that are like, holy shit, like there's literally mass murder going on right next door. But it's just like, it's a very, very interesting look at how like just integrated the evil truly was in the culture at that time. but it's shown so casually. Like the mom, who is the actor from Anatomy of a Fall, I believe.
Yeah, Stephanie Hewler.
She's amazing. But she like has all of these like housemaids, and she gets some packages in the mail very early on, and it's literally just like we're just watching this family. And she gets some packages in the mail very early on, and she like takes one of them upstairs, and then she like unpacks. It's like some lingerie, like some teddies. And she lays them all out on the table, and she tells her housemaids, okay, pick one out, pick one or two out. And then she goes upstairs and she tries on this coat, and she pulls a lipstick out of the pocket, and she like notices that the hem needs to be resewn. It's all incredibly casual. And I didn't, like, as an audience member, you don't pick up on this right away, but those are the clothes stolen off the backs of Jews that were shipped to Auschwitz.
Including teddies?
Including teddies, yeah. And at one point, she like shows a ring. She's like wearing a diamond ring, and she's like, yeah, they found it in a tube of toothpaste.
Oh.
Like, these people just so desperate to save their belongings and save their family heirlooms and all kinds of shit. And it's just they're just so casually consumed by the evil that is Nazis. Oh my God. But it's like that, but the cadence is just, it's the same. It's just casual evil over and over and over and over again. It's so like, oh my God, it's insane. It's very intense. It's very, very intense.
I've heard this said about this movie, and I'm curious if you experienced it, that there are like two movies here. There's a movie that you are seeing, and then there's the movie that you are hearing.
Yes.
Does that resonate with you?
Yes. Yeah, because the whole time, like, we're in the yard. We're watching the mom prune flowers and garden. We're watching the kids run around, and all the while we're hearing bodies burning.
Wow. Yeah.
It was a mindfuck. It was a mindfuck for sure. Like, this is a story that I don't think that should ever go away. I don't think we should ever look away from the atrocities that happen during this time. But I just have never seen it from this perspective. And it's not a Nazi sympathizer movie. It's not like, here, look at this nice family. It's like, look at just how evil, how casually evil. It's like the banality of evil. It's so, I don't know.
And with fascism on the rise, we gotta tell these stories over and over again, you know?
Dude, it's like, I recommend it, but only whenever you have the stomach for it.
Let me ask you this. Be honest. Is it boring?
No.
Okay.
It's okay. I think there's a difference. It's not boring, but it's not engaging. Like, we're not engaging in a narrative. We're not watching a story unfold. We're not watching 3 acts.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a traditional story arc and a traditional movie narrative, this is not the movie for you, but that's not to say that it's boring at all.
Okay. And you know what? It's an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll watch anything that's an hour and 45 minutes.
Period. What's something else that you've been watching?
I watched something that was an hour and 45 minutes.
Hell yeah.
And that was All of Us Strangers.
Oh my God. Me too.
No. Really?
Yeah.
We are doing this. We keep doing this. We gotta keep meeting. We gotta stop meeting like this.
What did you think?
God. Okay, honestly, this feels like a little bit of, not as extreme, but it feels like a little bit of another Past Lives for me, where the story is so quiet that I'm like, it's too quiet. Speak up for those in the back. Like, that's how it feels. So I didn't love it. I liked it. I enjoyed it, but it didn't hit me, didn't devastate me, and it probably should have.
Yeah.
But it did everybody else, so maybe that's on me.
There was a lot of teary eyes in the theater.
Yeah.
When I went to see it. I was like, really? Everybody?
I mean, like the stuff with the parents. So the premise of this is that there is a guy who's a writer, and he
Red flag number 1.
And a screenwriter at that. Which, by the way, that arc never resolved. I'm like, why do we even know that? It never came back. But whatever. He's a writer, and he lives in a building that's like completely empty except for him and one other guy. And they fall for each other. And while that's going on, he is also visiting his parents' old home, his parents who have passed away, but they're like alive at the age where they passed away, which is like a little under how old this man is now. And he's interacting with them. And it's like everyone knows the situation, that they're dead or whatever, but they're learning about him being queer and what his life has been like. And there was a lot of emotional stuff in that touched me a little bit. But not enough. I don't know. And my biggest gripe really is that when the two fall in love, I hate it. It's instant. I'm like, I didn't feel like the connection was built for them to connect. It just felt like they rushed in, and then there were some cool scenes where they were connecting, but there was no like falling for each other meet cute. It was just like they're an item now, is how it felt.
It was kind of giving like U-Haul lesbians.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, this story is so dissatisfying. There's nothing satisfying about the story. And that's not to say that it's bad. It's like it was like perfectly fine to watch. It's not like I was like, oh my God, I can't wait for this to be over. I definitely I just walked away completely dissatisfied, almost disappointed. I was like, where? That's a really good way to put it, that the story was so quiet, but it was like we didn't get any conclusions. Like I would have wanted, and this is what I just kept thinking. I just kept thinking that we were watching a script that he was writing, because we saw him writing in the beginning of the movie. And then when it turned out to not be that, I was like, what is the point of this movie? But then like it didn't leave enough of an impact for me to even think about it further.
Right. I think it was like he's trying to write, and this is like all coming out of the research he's doing for his script. Like he's like, I need to remember what it was like to be in suburbia. He goes there. Oh, my parents are there. But it's not doing enough of any one thing, in my opinion. And then the ending, which we won't spoil, I felt like it felt a little cheap, perhaps.
Yeah, it was kind of like unfinished. It felt totally unfinished. But I will say that main actor, Andrew Scott, is that his name?
Yes.
Incredibly charming. I could not keep my eyes off of him. He was so magnetic. He was so genuine, so sweet. I loved his performance. I wish his character had any sort of like anything going on besides just whatever fucking fantastical thing that we watched. But I loved his performance. I can't wait to see him in more. I didn't recognize him, and he just looked like nondescript British white dude. He
is the preacher or priest or whatever from Fleabag.
Ah, okay.
Her romantic interest.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. As well as in the Sherlock Holmes series as Moriarty, I believe.
Okay, so he's
been around.
Heavy British. He's like heavy British.
Yeah. Spectre, 007, 1917, very British. Yeah. Well, he's actually Irish, but Big UK energy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't say I recommend the movie. Also, I don't think that Paul Mescal is not gay. I don't know if Andrew Scott is, but I hate that. Give gay characters to gay actors. Like, come on.
Is he not? He's straight.
Paul Mescal?
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Andrew Scott?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him.
Andrew Scott feels emancipated as a gay ... That's the Google. That's what Google gave me. I suppose I just enjoy being gay so much on so many levels. That was highlighted the first sentence when I Google it. So I'm not going to dig further. But I like Google's telling me is.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. 1 out of 2.
1 out of 2, yeah. Well, do you want to talk about something else you've watched?
Okay, sure. Yes, I revisited a movie that we both love. In fact, I believe it's your favorite movie.
Whoa.
I watched Arrival.
Oh.
From Denis Villeneuve with, God, who is that? Is that Amy Adams?
Yep.
Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner. You know I hate his face. Oh my God, dude, it came back to me like it came back in a flood of like, ugh, Jeremy Renner. I want to
This is the best use of Jeremy Renner though I've ever seen. Ever. They put him in dad glasses and like a quarter zip fleece, and that's all the man is.
And yeah, and he played like nerdy, and I think he should play nerdy more. I don't like he's not
cool
punk material.
He's not cool. The haircut they gave him in Avengers Infinity War, where he had like a mullet mohawk.
Oh my
god. Stay in your lane, Jeremy.
For real, go back to the aliens. This movie is so good. Like, it's timeless. I love that it's timeless, that it doesn't have any, like, we're not seeing an iPhone. We're not seeing, like, cultural
there is
moments.
Tech.
Yeah, there's tech, but it's, like, it's not, like...
defined by it.
We're not, like, we're not, like, watching a BlackBerry from 2005. Like, oh, yeah, I can tell when this movie was made.
I mean, it might be dated in 20 years when we watch it again.
True enough.
But anyways, go on.
But it's also not like there's no cultural moments surrounding it. Like there's no pop culture in this movie. I like
it's an isolated
like
incident.
Yes, an isolated incident, and it's just such a good movie. I think I was able to watch it differently this time. And I've seen it a couple of times, but I think on previous watches, I felt really distracted by the look forwards, the flashback moments, but it's like her looking forward. I always felt really distracted by that, and like it took away from the action and like the bigness that is the movie. But on this watch, I didn't feel that at all. In fact, I found myself like really relishing in her flash forwards, and like I found myself just like being really happy for her current self, being able to like witness a future version of her life. And that was really satisfying. That was like, yeah, it was satisfying to feel that way on top of watching a really fucking epic ass movie.
I got the chills just thinking about it. That movie is so good because it provides like an emotional wallop that you unlock when you like understand what is going on in the film.
Yeah.
And it's like teaching you what's happening, and it's like a reveal, and then you put everything together. It's a kind of a twist, in fact.
Yeah.
But it's a twist that leaves you like emotionally devastated, but not in like in a conflicting way, because it's like we're slightly spoiling this, but you probably don't know what we're talking about anyways. It's all good because it's like looking forward like there is a bittersweetness to it.
Yeah.
In the decision that she made. So watching it a second time, seeing those like memories, it like hits me more because I'm just thinking about the inevitable.
Yeah. Oh my God. I also was thinking about Everything Everywhere. I also watched that recently too. Everything Everywhere All at Once. But I kept thinking about Everything Everywhere, and like I love when movies play with time. I mean, Everything Everywhere plays with like the multiverse, which is different, but like Amy Adams is like in her own multiverse in terms of like time.
Yeah, they're in a similar category. One's time, one's like universes, but it's like utilizing knowledge of yourself in other areas. Yeah. That's the connect. Time, I love time. And this is why Christopher Nolan is fun, is because all of his movies are like about wrestling with time. Even when it's about Oppenheimer, which is interesting. Like he can't stop like putting elements of time into his films. It's very interesting. But those two movies, Everything Everywhere All at Once, I guess it's not a time thing, but the characters learning from other selves, it's so satisfying to watch.
Yeah, it really, really is. Whenever she said zero-sum game, I was like, oh, it's
Let's
so,
go.
like, literally chills.
Let's fucking go. And then just the girl's name being Hannah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's probably, I mean, I love it. I have goosebumps all over my arms just thinking about it.
Dude, I highly, highly recommend you watch it again.
Yes.
It's a comfort watch for sure.
My friends and I were talking about this idea where it's like let's do a movie night, a rotating movie night. One of you, one person picks a movie for the night, and that movie can represent them in any way they see fit. Like this movie is intrinsically me, or this is my favorite movie of all time, or this is like the funniest thing I've ever seen. Whatever the category is. And I was thinking about what mine would be. And it might be Arrival because there's nothing else like it either. It's just so special.
It really is very special.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I rock with it. 10 out of 10.
Nice. Okay, I'll talk about one more thing.
Okay.
I watched Beau is Afraid.
Oh.
Listeners, if you don't know, Carsen hated Beau is Afraid. And I'm not going to make you say anything else about it if you don't want to. I remember what you had to say. Feel free to say what you want, though. But I'm not going to make you talk about it again if you don't want to. That's fine. God damn it. I loved so much of this movie. And there were so many flashes of brilliance.
Yes.
But unfortunately, it lost me. It lost me in the second half, and it crashed really hard, in my opinion. And I did not like the last chapter, nor how it ended. And it felt like wasted opportunity, given how much I was liking everything else that was happening.
Yeah.
And that's the bummer. Is that I loved it and it didn't work. And so now I can't love it. Like I love so much of it, but it just didn't work. It was a guy that got all the money he wanted and nobody said no to him. And so of course, like it's really hard to make movies. I think sometimes you need people at your back saying like, hey dude, I think you made that point 5 times already. Like you don't need to do this again. But to me, watching this movie felt like on one hand, I don't know what the fuck he's trying to say. On the other hand, I need him to stop saying it because it's repetitive. It's both. It's like, what are you saying? And then also like, I get it. Like, I get it. Does that make sense? Like, that's how it feels. Okay, some things I want to shout out that I loved. When, like, basically the whole opening, him at his apartment, I really was like so interested. I was so engaged. When
it builds tension really well.
Yeah. And like he's getting these notes that someone's like, turn the music down. Like I'm tired of hearing it. And he's not playing any music. And the notes get increasingly more threatening. And then one of the notes that comes, they're sliding them under his door. And then one of the notes slides from under his door, like through his apartment to his bed, like really far distance. Moments like that, I was like, that is so fucking cool. And I loved how weird the movie was. And honestly, that kept me to the bitter end. Like, because it was weird throughout. That's what kept me going. But okay, another thing I wanted to point out was like in the play, which I didn't love. The play is when I was starting to get lost, and I was starting to like be like, what? Where are we going here? But like, there's that weird bass noise machine that's like a black hole with a rainbow painted on it that some guy is cranking. And at first I'm like, well, that's fucking weird. I love that. Then later a guy comes in with a gun and the guy that was cranking it pulls a gun out of that machine. I thought that was hilarious. Like things like that. There's so many like little good ideas, so many of them, and so many weird ideas that I can get behind. I can get behind like, some of the plot in the end, like when I don't want to spoil it, but like in the mother's room, these two like worker servants come out of nowhere, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I love how weird it gets. Unfortunately, it just like, not only did it not stick the landing, but it felt like it broke both of its ankles.
Yeah. No, it's like, it was really interesting looking hot garbage. I agree that he did hit the nail on the head repeatedly. Talk about beating a dead horse. That's the analogy I'm looking for. He beat the fuck out of that horse. And it's like, okay, but for what? It was just very self-pitying. It was very like, are we watching Ari Aster's life? And if so, like, did he not have an editor? Like, but I agree, there were some really cool moments. I think it's like, technically, like as a film, it's really cool. Like some of the things that he's able to achieve, especially like with the play, and even that ending, that last scene that seems to go on for like 30 minutes.
That's probably my least favorite part, but still cool shit is in there. Still cool stuff.
And like the whole, like his whole neighborhood, it was like, and his apartment, his building, when there was a lot of, there was a lot of like really cool elements that just did not amount to anything meaningful that I could walk away from it being like, oh yeah, that was, that like meant anything.
That's the bummer of it. Like the chapter at the house with, I never remember these two names, but the guy from Mouse Hunt, and
Nathan Lane
and Holly from The Office.
Oh yeah.
Amy Ryan. Like, oh my God, that was so much fun to watch. And I'm like, what's going on with these people? And I hate that the answer is nothing. Yeah. Nope. It's in his head, of course. And when everything's in your head, then nothing matters. And like, I could have been in that house for the whole movie had it have gone somewhere. And I wish it went somewhere. Like, she's passing him secret notes and the daughter is being ridiculous. But unfortunately, it was just like, I know it's doing this, like, it's an Odyssey thing, but I wish it didn't. Like, it just stay somewhere and finish the story. I dare you. Yeah. I like, when I was putting this in my list for the year, I categorize all of the movies I watch in a year and I rank them as I watch them. And it was tough. It was like, it was a balancing act of how much I loved some things a lot and how much this movie had going for it a lot versus like what I ultimately was left with. Not much.
Yeah. This, I mean, if I were involved in this project, that is not something that I would be proud to have my name on. I'll just say that. The final product is just literally like a fever dream, and not in a fun or sexy way. It was just like, what in the fuck? Yeah, pass.
All right. Well, that has been this week's Movie Mavens Diary. Thanks for listening. Let us know if you have an entry suggestion for us.
Yes, please write to us on Instagram at Movie Mavens, or send us an email at moviemavenspodcast@gmail.com. Okay, that's it. Movie Mavens all the way out.